There they go.
Phase.
Blake Cousins here, Third Phase Moon, with breaking news. Ed is in contact with us right now. He's just shared incredible video of what looks to be a star ship, a beam ship of some sort, shooting vertically in the night sky. Ed's with us right now. His videos are going viral. The people have shared his videos, asking the big questions. They're all over the internet. Ed's footage over the past couple months have been so, exciting in the UFO world right now. People are amazed. Ed, tell me, what's the circumstance behind this video? And welcome back to Third Phase.
Yeah, Blake, thanks for having me back. This was shot in 1987, right after I was getting off the ship. It was my first time on the ship with Voss.
Okay, Ed, explain, let's backpedal a little bit, because I want to concentrate on this video that we're looking at, and we're zooming in, we're analyzing these photos, and we're not seeing any thing that could say that this is a hoax of any kind. Ed, let me ask you right now, is this a hoax? Because people just want to know this straight up, and we'll move along.
There they go. No, this is authentic footage that I shot after being on the ship for the first time. It delivered me back within feet of my truck. I went back to my truck, grabbed my camera, and I had to backpedal to get some footage before it left.
All right, Ed, we got to get these questions, the hardcore ones, out of the way first. Now let's get into detail. This incredible video we're looking at, we're going to share it to the world. Everybody's going to make up their own mind and decide what's going on here. Okay, Ed, so you were aboard the ship. This video right now is as they were taking off and leaving, and you say you were backpedaling, getting the shot. What happened before this on board this ship?
Blake, this was my first time on the ship, and I had seen this ship many times. I think I've sent you other video footage of the ship that I ended up going on with, and the contact I had identified himself as Voss through telepathic communication. There was no voice. And this was my first time on the ship. And right after I got delivered back through this same beam of light that you see the ship departing with, I was able to get back to my truck and shoot this footage.
We're looking at this footage. You know, it takes off right behind the tree. What's the size of this craft?
The ship was about the size of a small house. It was probably about 80 feet to 120 feet in length, and the height of it was maybe 2/3 of that. But the beam of light, the light coming off this, is something that the video captured, but it was different in person.
Did this make any sound? It seems like it's almost a rocket booster, a thrust of some sort, rocket engineered.
No sound at all, Blake. It didn't make any sound. There was no sound at all, Blake.
You know, we're talking right before you shared this video, that you're saying that this isn't you have somebody in your family that...
I mentioned that my uncle was a lieutenant in the Air Force during World War II. He was the one that I first saw an unidentified flying object with. It happened when I was a young boy, and it happened more than once, but it happened with my uncle. And after my uncle died at a young age, he was only 66 when he died, I continued to have these visitations, and I continue to have them today. I think the only reason why I have ever had contacts with UFOs and extraterrestrial intelligence is because of my uncle. And it makes me think of Voss, because it's the same kind of telepathic communication that happened with my uncle and I. There were a lot of things left unsaid, but that were clearly understood.
Ed, a few days ago, we posted this incredible video of a classic metallic flying saucer, and it doesn't get much better than this. I didn't get your comments of what the circumstance behind that was, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the video. You see apparitions flying by. It almost looks like something's jettisoning out of the UFO. What was going on in this shot right here?
Yeah, Blake, I just dug these up, and this was a great discovery to make again. This came in about 1986. It might have been as early as 1984. There's two of these here, and they're different. They look similar, but they're actually different craft. But they are in the same area of the country. I was in South Carolina at that time, and I spoke of my uncle in my introduction. to these craft through him. That was my first experience, and this is experience that I had before. And what I'm coming up with is some interesting stuff, but as I told you the first time we spoke, this is a part of my life, but it's not the only part of my life. And I know I carried a camera on that ship, but I also know that there's a different force of energy working there. So I'll look in my archives and see what I might be able to discover for you. But it's a different environment, one where our alternating current is not functioning. I'll see what I can come up with. As I find this is enjoyable for me. I'm having a good time looking at these old archives and digging the stuff up. And as I said before, this is just a part of my life, like there's another part of my life. You know, when I first experienced the UFO with my uncle, it was not long after Neil Armstrong had first walked on the moon. And, you know, this just seemed normal to me when I had this experience with my uncle. But what's happened since that time has been very slow. And that's okay, because this is just another part of my life. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, we all heard last week about ex-President Clinton coming on the news and saying, you know, the aliens are coming. This is common knowledge. The aliens are already here.
How does that make you feel, Ed, that, you know, these ETs are making contact with you, and the you know, President of the United States can't even prove that ET exists, and, you know, Area 51 once held the bodies crashed from Roswell, and, you know, they have the alien technology, and presidents can't even be involved with that, and you're making contact with them.
Oh, Blake, at the risk of sounding arrogant, I'll just tell you, I've had these experiences, maybe we're counting 60 experiences I've had, visitations, being on alien craft, seeing these objects, communicating with Voss, my history. So I don't look at it in terms of the way other skeptics might look. And I truly believe that this is much bigger than any Area 51 or whatever happened with the president. This is much bigger than that kind of detail. They brought me on the ship with Voss, escorting me into another room where they presented to me an image that I saw. I can only describe it as being a hologram, where this image was floating in free space, and this image was me, and it was who I was. That's what they were communicating to me telepathically. They were saying to me that this is you, and this definition of me through this hologram image that was like a DNA chain, a mathematical formula of my genotype, and what they were communicating to me was that this was in compliance of what they wanted to be. This was welcoming to them. This was friendly to them. This was what they wanted, and this was positive, and they were almost congratulating me for who I was.
We want the details, Ed, and these photos and videos that you continuously submit. We're looking forward to you keep digging into your archives and sharing what it is. You have Super 8s. You need help to recover some film. We'd love to do that. Ed, thanks again for joining us at Third Phase Moon. You keep in touch.
It's my pleasure, Blake. I appreciate Third Phase of the Moon and your forum for me to share my archives with, and I'll keep looking to see what I have. Maybe I have something that you're interested in, and we can share with other people. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And wow, we just wanted to do it like we do it at Third Phase of the Moon. Share it in real time, liquid information. It's like a faucet of water, continuously streaming live to the people around the world. Everybody keep your eyes on the skies. And if you've captured anything amazing in regards to the UFO phenomenon, submit it to Third Phase via Skype or Facebook. My name's Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time.
There they go. There they go. That's it. See you, boss.
By popular demand, we are pleased to announce the Third Phase of Moon album is finally featured on iTunes. With all your favorite songs and themes you hear on the top UFO channel on YouTube, Third Phase of Moon. Out of This World soundtracks composed by master artist Paul Barrett. With 12 remastered and extended cuts to enjoy. Download Download them now, exclusive on iTunes. Click the link in the description below. Now listen for yourself, heard by millions around the world, Paul Barrett's album, Third Phase of Moon.
This ship. It was my first time on the ship with Voss.
Okay, Ed, explain, let's backpedal a little bit because I want to concentrate on this video that we're looking at, and we're zooming in.
There they go.
Blake Cousins here, Third Phase Moon, with breaking news. Ed is in contact with us right now. He's just shared incredible video of what looks to be we're analyzing these photos, and we're not seeing any thing that could say that this is a hoax of any kind. Ed, let me ask you right now, is this a hoax? Because people just want to know this straight up, and we'll move along.
There they go. No, this is authentic footage that I shot after being
Starship, a beam ship of some sort, shooting vertically in the night sky. Ed's with us right now. His videos are going viral. The people have shared his videos, asking the big questions. They're all over the internet. Ed's footage over the past couple months have been so, exciting in the UFO world right now. People are amazed. Ed, tell me, what's the circumstance behind this video? And welcome back to Third Phase.
Yeah, Blake, thanks for having me back. This was shot in 1987, right after I was getting off the